Oh boy, what a day. What a day. It is currently about 42 degrees here, and I've got no idea why it is so goddamn hot. So first of all, I want to know if anybody can actually hear me. Oh yeah, so let's just do a bit of rage marketing. Louis Vuitton sunglasses, Dolce & Gabbana shoes, Dolce & Gabbana t-shirt, about $8,000 worth. Who cares? Listen, this behind me, money is supposed to be circular. It's supposed to go around and around and around. So what's going wrong? We know that the dollar in our pocket is actually getting weaker. Everybody keeps talking about a strong dollar. The dollar is not strong, it's weak. The only dollar strength is against other currencies. 20% inflation is not transitory. 20% inflation is going to continue on forever, and it'll probably get worse before it gets better. The Fed is going to just mess everything up like they normally do. So, you know, when I was a little kid growing up in Scotland, my mother was a very smart woman, and she told me that the world was controlled by a handful of men. And boy, she wasn't wrong. You know, members of the World Economic Forum by decree think that they rule the world. It's very interesting to see the members of the World Economic Forum. You know, anybody can join actually. It costs $500,000 a year to join, but then they have all sorts of other restrictions. One of them being, you've got to be a member of the Old Boys Club. And you must have heard of the Great Reset. If you just Google it, I'm sure you're going to see thousands of articles and tweets and YouTube videos about the Great Reset, where the wealthy think that we should own nothing. And there is a great problem with the redistribution of wealth. Like I say, wealth should be circular. And we have to do something about it. We need a great reset in our direction, that's for sure. We need a great reset in our direction. And so this is one of the reasons why we came up with Pzen. Look, there are 14,000 plus tokens out there. Most of them do absolutely nothing. You know, the amount of money and economic energy that goes into tokens that have got pictures of dogs on them is mind-blowing. Look, I've said in the headline here that there is a major bug in Pzen, and I have to admit it's absolutely true. So I'm going to say a slangivar to that with some imported Johnny Walker Blue Label. By the way, Johnny Walker Blue Label, as opposed to anything else, is a very nice breakfast whiskey. Johnny Walker, by the way, was a greengrocer. And not only that, Johnny Walker was a teetotaler. So this fabulous whiskey concoctions that they make up there, he doesn't even taste because he doesn't drink alcohol. Isn't that incredible? Back to Pzen. What is this bug then? I know that you're dying to hear what it is. Well, it's quite simply this. What happens every day when you look at your token balance? It goes up. Even when the price is going down, your wallet balance is increasing. What on earth is going on here? Why? How is this bug going to be fixed? Well, of course, I'm joking. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's a feature of the token. It is a feature of the token. This is the whole point of it. Pzen is the greatest wealth redistribution protocol that has ever been invented. Look, I started shilling Bitcoin way back at the very beginning, because I really thought that Bitcoin was a fantastic protocol, and I really thought at the time that it would be a great payment system. Fast forward, and here we are today, and I think there are less people actually transacting in Bitcoin than there was when I was telling them to do it, which is crazy, because Bitcoin was the grandfather of them all. I mean, let's face it, without Bitcoin, we wouldn't have had Hex. Now, one thing I want to try and dispel here is that Pzen is not trying to take people away from Hex. Far from it. Pzen is not part of the Hex stable. It is not a derivative gameplay on Hex. It has absolutely nothing to do with Hex. Hex is a fantastic protocol, and in the future, it will pay enormous dividends. I am extremely bullish on Hex into the future, but we need something now. You can look at Pzen. If you think Hex is your, time deposit account, your savings account that you don't dip into, and if you do, you're going to lose significant amounts of money, you could view Pzen as your current account, but there's a huge difference. This current account is paying you interest every single day without any lockup period. It is frictionless interest that just happens should you choose yourself to run the code. Because if you do, you are participating in the Pay It Forward fund, and the 2% gets distributed to everyone that happens to be a holder of Pzen. The most important concept that you need to understand about investing in Pzen right now, as nobody has heard of us, nobody knows about Pzen yet. It will explode very quickly. Nobody knows about Pzen. Now, what you need to understand about that and the opportunity that is presenting itself to you right now is your market share of the total supply of Pzen dictates how many rewards you get. The rewards are completely linked to your percentage total of the total supply. You are never going to be able to buy that percentage any cheaper than today. Tomorrow it will be more expensive. Sounding like another protocol that we all know and love? This is working fantastically. There are no bugs in the code. It's a feature. Every single day you wake up and you have more Pzen in your wallet. The whole idea, though, is you're not supposed to be selling your Pzen now. The idea is you hold, and it's very important to understand this concept as well. Each day you get more and more Pzen, which means that you own more and more of the pie, which means you get more and more of the Pay It Forward fund. So it's vital to understand that you need to hold on to Pzen. You need to get into this protocol as early as you possibly can. And there ain't nobody more early than you. This is your coin. Yes, there will be many more videos from me, much more outreach from me. I'm actually going to be promoting this because I truly believe that it is one of the greatest protocols that you will see mathematically on the Pulse Chain network, notwithstanding the fact that everybody thinks that Pulse Chain and the Pulse coin will rocket up. Maybe it will. Pulse X, maybe that will rocket up, maybe it will. But in order for Pulse Chain to work, it's got to have protocols on it that work as well. Pzen was designed to work on Pulse Chain. Everybody who buys Pzen and gets involved with this opportunity now will, of course, get their copy of Pzen on Pulse Chain. You're going to get double your coins, whatever that happens to be. Now, things are a little bit quiet right now, of course, because everybody's holding their breath, waiting to see what's going to happen with the Ethereum fork next week or whenever it's going to happen, when we switch over from proof of work to proof of stake. I wish them all the best. I hope it goes well, because let's face it, if it doesn't, then we're all going to be very, very screwed. So that's just a quick update about the bugs in the system of Pzen. I wish you well, And I'm going to try and cool down with a quick swim because there's no air conditioning here. Slanjivar from me. Oh, any questions? Very quickly. I think we have live chat enabled, it says. So let me see if there are any questions. Oh, okay. Crypto Ether says, I prefer to think of Pzen as my own personal ATM. Absolutely. It's all scrolling to watch. Is Crypto Kobe really your nephew? I don't know. Who knows? Here we go. This is so difficult on a mobile phone. Hubotti Hugh says, let them sell. At the same time, you're receiving more coins. Exactly. This is exactly what this protocol is designed to do. It doesn't matter that the price is varying up and down. You still get your tokens. And don't forget that the supply is decreasing every single day. The burn function is automatic. 0.01% of every single transaction is a burn. That means that the supply is dwindling greatly. And we've announced, or it's rumored, that there will be a fairly large burn coming up in the not too distant future. And oh, look, it is your coin. So if you want it to go viral, if you want other people to be able to take part in this opportunity, then it's up to you to promote it. All you have to do, for example, is there's already people talking about Pzen, already people making videos about Pzen who are more eloquent than I am. So please hunt them out and go and like and subscribe and comment on these videos. And people who are talking on Twitter about this, eventually there are going to be a lot of content providers, and we're looking forward to exactly what they come up with. It's a fantastic opportunity. I couldn't be happier with the performance since day one. It's been flawless. The operation has been flawless, and all that can happen going forward is that volume increases and increases, and of course price appreciation is in the game. Where the price is going to go, nobody knows. Nobody has a clue. But what we do know is the launch price was 0.008. That was the launch price on the day. It is now, I believe, 0.005 today. So it's gone from 0.008 to 0.005. It was at 0.0072, I think, at the all-time high so far. Don't forget, we're only a few weeks in to this protocol. We haven't even started. Nobody knows about us. I made one tweet about this protocol. I've made one live video about this protocol, and we're already up to nearly 1,000 holders. We're already up to nearly 500 people in the Telegram chat. People are hungry. They want to have something that is going to get them out of this financial jam. The government isn't going to help you. The financial regulators aren't going to help you. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Look, rents are going through the roof. Mortgage costs are going through the roof. Inflation is through the roof. You have to find a way of accumulating capital. You have to find a way of making money while you sleep. Pzen is that protocol. You invest in Pzen, you take the opportunity to run the code, and you set and forget. It is a long-term investment. And for those of you who are able to get in now, you are going to be the ones that are likely to achieve the highest return historically out of all the coins that there are. There will be more FUD as more people get to know about this. Fear and greed kicks in, and I don't know why, but people seem to be tied like being tied to a football team. They treat crypto as being a football team that they support. That's not what crypto is all about. There are many projects out there, lots and lots of projects, and I don't wish any of them ill will. Of course, some of them are rather sketchy, but I don't want any of them to fail, because any cryptocurrency protocol that fails has a knock-on effect to those of us who are doing it correctly. And we simply don't want that to happen, that's for sure. So you will never hear any FUD from me about any other project, even if I personally think that they are sketchy. You know, we've got all sorts of derivative plays going on right now. For me, you know, they are just that. There are lots of protocols that are extremely sketchy, particularly those ones that have dogs as the picture of the coin. And again, I'm not dissing any of these projects. They're all good. All crypto projects are good. We need everything to succeed. But look, do your own research. I've said many, many times, if you are not yet wealthy, you need to pick one protocol and you need to back it to the hilt. Now look, you may not have significant amounts of cash to invest right at the moment. That's understood. So I'm just trying to hold this a bit more still. There we go. The best way to get into this opportunity is to dollar cost average in. And by that, I mean, you put in every week a certain dollar amount that you can afford, and then just keep going. Because you will see this accumulating exponentially. It's pure maths, it has to. So if you don't have a significant, large amount of capital to take advantage of the protocol now, dollar cost average in. That's all you have to do. The key thing is, I'm here for the rest of the life of this coin, and then when I pop my clogs, the coin will continue to be a protocol that cannot be stopped. It's launched, it's running, it's 100% flawless operation, and it will just continue and continue to grow. And so I really hope that you understand what it is that's being presented in front of you. Do your own research. Go and have a look at the website, pzen.app. Join the Telegram group, Pzen official at the Telegram group. The guys there are doing a fantastic job. They're all volunteers. They're all invested heavily in the idea of the protocol. So I'm going to sign out now. I'm sure you've had enough of my sweaty face. Just see if there's any burning questions here before I sign off. I know extremely, I will tell them as soon as I am confident this is a good project. I'm a hexagon after all. Well, okay, don't forget, we are not competing against Hex. If the Hex community think that this is a good protocol to invest in, fair enough. But we're not competing against Hex. We're not competing about being hexagons. I'm a hexagon. I will never not be a hexagon. But that doesn't mean to say that I'm not going to maximize profit for everybody. I'm here and have been here to help people learn how to make the most of their investments. And look, things are going to get bad. Things are bad now. Things are going to get substantially worse in the next few months if all the pundits are to be listened to. And, what you really need to be asking yourself is, who was the guru that you listened to that fudded you out of getting into this project at the very beginning? What was their motive? Did they want their 5 minutes of fame on YouTube by leeching off the success of the protocol? I have no idea. Are people fearful that it's going to eclipse Pulse and PulseX and Hex? That's ludicrous. But what it does do is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a frictionless interest machine. And we haven't seen anything yet. This is early days. So thank you so much for joining me on this wonderfully warm afternoon. Just an impromptu broadcast. I'm sure there's lots of things gone wrong. You may not even be able to hear me, but I'm doing my best. And a quick update on the internet. Clearly, this is not very high quality, but we're going. And I got the cable down to the bottom of the hill. As you can see, if I just show you out the window here, I don't know whether you can see. Let's just see. Sorry, I don't want to dox my neighbours, but okay, so this is the island, and it's not very far, but just over there is the mainland. and say what's happening is I have my dock down there, and so what's happening is the cable's coming all the way around the bay to my dock and then up to the house. So far we're over the other side of that hill. So we're getting there, but it's extremely slow. Anyway, so I don't want to dox myself any more than that, so I'm going to say Slanjivar, and I'll see you in the next broadcast. Thank you.